Hey, my name is Thomas Prime, and welcome to a new installment I call Deluxe December. Now, what is Deluxe December? Well, Deluxe December is where I take a look at deluxe class figures that I own throughout the entire month of December. And today we're talking about the Shadow Striker sideburn mold. Now, looking at the figure that came up first, Shadow Striker here is a pre-paint of this guy. And Shadow Striker is from the show known as Cyberverse, whereas this guy is from Rawls's Car Robots in Disguise. And for those who don't know what Car Robots is the Japanese equivalent to Robots in Disguise 2001. It's the Japanese version of the show. Which, if you didn't know this guy is basically an anime character. Because, well, Rawls's Guys is an anime that came out in 2001. Obviously. Our Shadow Striker here is a pre-paint of this guy, and this is more so based on her old Universe toy. At least from what I could tell. And, however, they decided to go with the Cyberverse look. Because, well, Cyberverse was a beloved show. At least not the first season. However, the second and third season I heard was pretty good, but you have to have a good first impression. Come on. Anyway, as you see, Shadow Striker here is in a nice purple. I do like, and boy do I like purple. However, that's not to say that that Cyberburn isn't bad. It's just that I like purple a bit more. Whatever that means. Anyway, so, in terms of looks, if you see any of this extra paint on here, that didn't come on the original. I just painted it myself, as you could tell. Not my best work, honestly. In fact, none of the custom figures I made are my best work, but they're not terrible. Anyway, I'm looking at Shadow Striker's head sculpt. It is Cyberverse-y, pretty much. Come on, if my phone will focus. Focus. There we go. It is reminiscent of Shadow Striker. Move down. Get some nice metallic paint here. Silver for the engine chest. You got some black right here. And moving on the back. You can see she's got this kind of cloak thing and the wheels on the back, which is more so Sideburn and Shadow Striker, but not too shabby. However, Sideburn here, as you see here, looking at the head sculpt, performal focus, there we go. See, very Sideburny. You got some clear yellow covering the eye. No metallic paint down here. Thighs are painted in the white. I feel like they could have cast it in white, especially when it comes to the forearms. I really wish these were like white to match more the show model. Moving on the feet, some white here, replacing the black. Obviously, can you tell that this is basically Sideburn? Same backpack, but this time has some shiny metallic flame effect. And the wheels spin on the back. Yippee! However, these figures have some main issues. Firstly, I heard focus. There we go. Firstly, I heard Shadow Striker's QC was weird. I heard the knee tabs will break. I heard some people broke their windshield. Mine hasn't broken yet. However, I will update you on that. I also heard that another complaint, which is valid, is that she part forms. Yes, the back bumper piece does part form. I really wish that they found a way to put it onto the backpack, but honestly, I don't mind. Because, well, it makes sense for sideburn, considering, well, if you combine them together, you get his, like, crossbow gun thing. However, one of my issues is that the arms are asymmetrical. One side doesn't have the Decepticon badge that has the pointy end at it, whereas this side doesn't. Oh, and the gun. Anyway, ignoring that, let's talk about accessories. First, you get this windshield shield, and it plugs on to either side, as you can tell. You don't have to remove it for transformation, thank God. The gun itself is fine, but it gets more enhanced when you add the bumper piece, which can plug into anywhere that has a 5mm port. 1 second. Sorry about that, I was rushing. Anyway, and I did paint this myself to make it. I was going for more of a blade look, but I ended up painting the barrel too, so I don't know what I was thinking. I painted the thigh pieces here and knee parts and the little piston details. I also painted this right here, because why not? And I also painted this part. There's also one more part that I painted. We'll get that later. But right now, articulation. Head is on a ball joint. However, it can only look up and down, no tilt, and it can rotate. Shoulders can move all the way up. Less than 90 elbows. Wrists with more of a torso swivel, more than anything. It's not limited because you can move the back kibble out of the way. But woohoo! Robo spin. Hips, unimpeded hips. Slightly less than 90 knees, kinda. But you can force it for a bit more, but I don't recommend it. And feet with tons of tilt up, no tilt down, and a ton of rocker. So posability ain't great because of the limited elbows. Now transformation isn't bad, but I'm just gonna transform Shadow Strike here. Firstly, you want to move the gun, move the bumper, then you want to unpeg that, bring this up, rotate these up like so. Make sure this part is all the way out. Rotate these up. You like how I'm rushing through the figure? Bring this up, bring these up. And then you want to bring this down, flip the toes up. Make sure these are like that. Bring these down. And then you want to bring them up, peg them in. And that's the best way how I found to do it. Peg them in, like peg these in like that. Pegged in the sides. Bring this down. Come on, down. Trying to speed through this. Bring this in. Like so. Now we do the parts forming bit. Peg that in like so. And they have the vehicle mode, which I will lower the camera. Now I did transform these sideburn off camera, but I will say vehicle mode works for Shadow Striker more so than sideburn, honestly, because looking at Shadow Striker here is more so show accurate because of the headlight, how the headlights sit. However, what also doesn't feel show accurate is the engine right here. However, that is more so Transformers Universe like. Those roll really nicely too. However, I will say, because of this not being the Dodge Viper, that gets a little points off. But I got sued over it. Yeah, I know that, but like, I still wish I could have found something. Besides, if you're only gonna do one deco, you might as well just retool the entire front section. because well, most of the vehicle is nice if you ignore the front, as you can tell. However, that's however, I will say painted pegs always appreciated. And they roll really nicely too. Like, look, really nicely rolls as rolling thing should. Hooray for rolling. You can store the gun on top, and that's pretty much it. Oh, and then I did forget to mention, these are blast effect compatible, so do what you can to your heart's content. Mac, do full 360 on these guys. However, I'm not gonna recommend them because it's just a kid's toy, but it is your money, and I can't tell you what to do otherwise. Hopefully you enjoyed my rambling. Until then, see you tomorrow.